And with that, we turn it over to our program tonight. So excited to introduce our first speaker, Ellen Glasgow. Ellen Glasgow of H. Glasgow Construction down the road here on Miami. From the high-pressure work of being a CEO's life manager to finding fulfillment in her family's construction business, Ellen has completely transformed her career, as well as here in her story, Sleeping with My Cell Phone. Please welcome our first speaker, Ellen Glasgow.
Okay, so two things I'm going to start my story with. One, I did not write anything because I knew if I stood up here, you would not hear the emotion that I am about to express. Let's go start. This is truly my story of both changing careers that I had known for 12 years and learning Madeira for the second time. So let's start with the title. Sleeping with my cell phone. So when Tom asked me to speak, he came to our office and said, "What's your story? What are you going to talk about? What bad thing has happened to you that people can gravitate towards?" And I said, "I'm in construction. More than one bad thing happens every day. And most of my clients don't want me to tell those stories, or my husband does not want me to tell those stories." So he said, "Well, how did you get here?" And that's kind of where Sleeping with My Cell Phone title came about. I was a life manager. My title was executive assistant. My boss traveled 200-something days out of the year, and I was his clone. My job was to be at the office, run 2 companies, his house, and remember that it was his wife's birthday, and she liked yellow roses. So I was connected. I would sleep with my cell phone. It had to be close enough that if he at 11 o'clock decided that something needed to happen in a week or tomorrow, that buzz went off and I hopped up. Or he was international, and the story that I told is that I got a call at 11 p.m. and he had landed in Australia. He could not find his car, the private transportation. So he called me in Cincinnati to find his transfer in Sydney. And that was how we got Sleeping with My Cell Phone. So we moved to Madeira, my husband and I, and my daughter, who was 1, back in 2017. I knew Madeira as a small community that I passed through. I was a working mom. I left in the dark, came home at dark, and I thought nobody else here was like me. I saw Starbucks full in the morning, and I saw women going to, sorry, Andrea, wherever you are, tennis, and I didn't have that free time. And I saw them giving their kids the time that I didn't have. Then COVID hit, and everybody knows that life changed for everyone during COVID. And I not only looked at my husband, who was trying to maintain a business during lockdown, where we're in everyone's house, but I looked at my 3-year-old and said, "I don't know you. We have never been together this long." She was that little kid, because I couldn't leave the office until I got the it's okay to go, that sat outside daycare until I came pulling in to get her. So we decided to part ways. And now, like the rest of the world, I was trying to figure out who I was, what I was going to do, and where I belonged. Someone had dictated my life to me for 12 years. Where he went, what he did was where I headed. So, sorry, I'm checking that I didn't miss anything. So I sat back and I looked at the faces of the people I did know here, and the people that believe in inclusion and who you are and being strong. And we started having conversations of, what skill set do I have? And I kept saying, my skill set is everything. I ran a jet. I knew nonprofits. I also knew how to host a Christmas party of 450 people. But when it came down to it, I learned to handle the chaos. I learned that even if it wasn't my fault, I was going to fix it. So we looked at the business, and I said, this is what we're missing. People are inviting us into their homes, and we are there for months on end. We are there in dust. We are there in the highs and the lows, and they need their person. So I don't know not being on my cell phone. So I decided to create a role within our company to be the personal advocate. So I start with the client from the beginning, and I am their person the entire time. So like I said, the good, the bad, the ugly. When you come home and someone's left your house a little bit messier than you expected, I'm that call you get. So what I took from all of that, always being on call, is anticipating that person's this is important, whether it's big, little, or just a friendly reminder that I got you. So revolving back around to the cell phone, I am in a much better place. I don't sleep with my cell phone. It is on the other side of the room. But I do use it to my advantage. It is my bridge. So I don't see her in the audience, but I have a client who quite frequently, it is 10 o'clock and I am sharing renderings or Pinterest and stuff like that. And that's not because I have to, but that's because these are my people. So wrapping back everything around, making sure I hit everything I wanted to talk about. So basically, here's my story. I now, at 42, have a nose piercing that I could never have had before, and a tattoo that I could never have before. But when everybody asks me what the tattoo is, it takes me back to the journey that I've been on and the journey that I am still on. It's not that I forgot my name, but that this is a reminder that just like an artist signs his canvas, I design my own life, and I have the ability to make everybody feel like I got them. So that's my story.